guys, hope you guys are all doing fantastic. So this is going to be a tutorial and I'm actually going to do an eyebrow tutorial. So if you want to learn how to get gorgeous eyebrows like this, please stay tuned. No, I'm just kidding. Basically, I have been getting comments on my Instagram about, you know, my eyebrows and how did I get it that way, blah blah blah. And to be very honest with you, it doesn't really take much of an effort. I owe it all to me going to threading my eyebrows and getting products and trying to use like different techniques that I've learned from YouTube and Instagram and all that jazz. So there's no right or wrong way to do your eyebrows. You know, there are certain rules that you might want to follow. Like for example, you don't want it to look very unruly, or like my friend Jean calls them caterpillar eyebrows. You don't want that. So you want to make sure that you are grooming it properly and you're shaping it properly. And in terms of the products, a lot of the products are pretty much out there in the market. You could get the higher end products from MAC, or you know, like the brow eyeshadows and stuff like that, or you could actually get like pretty decent stuff from Watsons. Like for example, if you were to see the video, you would realize that I use a lot of Silky Girl products, which is I think a Singaporean brand. So yay. So yeah, but there's no right or fast rule, and I've never used any of those like eyebrow kits or whatever. I usually just use my own things and what works for me. So yeah, if you want to see how to get brows like this, please stay tuned and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so this is how I look without any brows on, and it looks cray. So basically what I do with my brows is I actually get them threaded. So if you don't like getting your eyebrows threaded, I recommend that you do, because it's awesome and it makes your life so much easier. But if you don't, then, or if you're scared of the pain, you know, just kind of try to shape your brows in a way that would be able that you would be able to kind of draw or work with it. So generally you would want your brows to kind of start somewhere here, like where your nose actually is here. There's no hard and fast rule really, so I kind of like want them to start kind of here, and then when you extend, like where you should actually stop would be just like somewhere around here. So you don't want it to be too short or too long. So to be honest with you, no hard and fast rule, whatever works for you. This kind of like this technique that I have been using is kind of like something I came up on my own, and also a combination of different things that I watched on YouTube videos. So anyway, less ramble, more action. So the first thing I would do is to get my eyebrows threaded, and sometimes after a while and I don't get it threaded, it will kind of grow out, but you kind of just try to work with it, or you can actually use a tweezer to kind of shape it a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of to comb my eyebrows, and I'm using the comb that's attached to this product here, which is the Silky Girl High Definition Brow Liner. And because my hair is sort of like dyed brown, I use the color dark brown, but they do have it available in black as well. So what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of just shape it so that you will be able to get like a good line, or you could use your fingers for this as well if you want. So once it's actually being shaped, you would want to take what I do, okay, and this is really a tutorial if you have brows like me, meaning that your brows are pretty short, because without threading, my brows actually grow like this area here, so it's kind of weird. So that's why I kind of take this all out, and then I kind of just want to extend it very nicely like that, because if I leave it to grow out naturally, and it will just be growing out here and it just doesn't look very nice. It doesn't frame my face properly. So the next thing I'm going to use is my Silky Girl again. It's a natural brow pencil and it looks like this. So it's in the color dark brown, and the reason why I like to use this pencil is because it's not you do have to use a pencil if you want to extend it outwards. You can't just use like a brow filler, because it will not be sharp enough and it wouldn't be strong enough for it to kind of extend your brows. So what I'm gonna do is the highest point that I have here at the moment, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take it and kind of extend it this way. So obviously this takes a lot of practice, and yeah, you just kind of have to work with your hand to make it work, you know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend it. So just taking the highest point here like I mentioned, and I'm just going to extend it like so. So when my eyebrows get tweezed, I actually have the option of making it looking very like arched, or if I want to, I can actually make it a little bit, you know, downwards, a little bit less intense. So just extending it a little bit, and then do the same for the other one. Take the highest point and just kind of extend it. Okay, and of course you want to make sure that they are both kind of equivalent. There are days whereby my eyebrows are definitely not equivalent, but I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm running out of time and I need to get out of the house. So if you can, just practice and try to make it as equivalent and as symmetric as you can. So these are Silky Girl products. I swear that I'm not sponsored by them, but I should be, because I buy tons of this like every month and they're really good. So like for example, this brow pencil, even though my skin is very oily, it doesn't get like, it doesn't run or whatever unless, you know, I'm like rubbing my eyebrows against something, which I always carry this around with me so that I can actually touch it up. Because can you imagine if my eyebrows ever get erased for one reason or another, I'll just be walking around with no eyebrows. So once that's done, it's kind of like forms, you know, like your eyebrow looks complete in a way, because now it looks like it's a proper length. So what I'll do next is kind of brush it again using the same Silky Girl kind of brow filler. Just brush it upwards. Okay, then so because you actually used a pencil to kind of draw this side, you kind of want to do something now to blend part A with part B. Okay, so equals part C. So what you need is some kind of brow filler. So the brow filler that I have been using is from the same duo, which is a Silky Girl Brow Definition. So it actually comes with this little thing right here. So it is actually a brow filler. It's not strong enough to be like, so as you can see there, so you just kind of use that. So another alternative that I've recently discovered is the MAC Lingering. So this is a little bit more pricey. So this is in the color, sorry, it's not Lingering, yeah, it is Lingering. So it is the eyebrow pencil, which looks like that. And yeah, this one also gives like a very natural kind of look as well, but it's a little bit pricey. So if you want a cheaper alternative, I would highly recommend the Silky Girl one, and they do come in black as well. Okay, so let me try to explain what I'm about to do. So I'll just extend it a little bit, just like so, because I don't want it to break. And what I'll do is that I'll literally kind of try and make an outline here, and then an outline at the top, and then kind of like slowly fill it in the middle. Okay, so like that. Slowly working it up and just kind of blending it and filling it up like that. And this part also, just filling it up from the bottom up, and then like that, and then gonna like that. Okay, so that's kind of how it looks like. If it looks a little bit harsh here, like, you know, for sometimes when you put a little bit more pressure, it looks a bit harsh. What you can do is just use your hand and kind of like blend it out to make it look just a little bit. Next step that you want to do after this is to tame your eyebrows. They call it taming, but really it's kind of, for me, it's really just to make it a little bit more natural, because right now it's looking a little bit harsh. So, and also I just want to kind of put the hairs in place to make sure that they stay there throughout the day. So there are two products that I use. The one that I always use is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Treat and Tame duo. So this is where you treat the eyebrows, and I never use this because I've tried using it onto my eyebrows, and it just starts clumping it up instead. But I always use this part, which is to tame it, and this is in the color medium, so it's clear, and but this side is actually medium. And also one of the reasons why I like to use this is because I've kind of am going for like the brown eyebrow look because my hair is kind of brown, so this actually helps to make my eyebrows look a little bit brown but natural at the same time. So it sort of like comes in a mascara wand, and that's how it looks like. So you literally take this and then you kind of put it like that. But if you're on a day and you don't feel like, you know, kind of tinting your eyebrow, which what this does, so it kind of tints and it kind of tames it at the same time, you can actually go for the MAC brow set. So it doesn't look like this, it doesn't look brown and gross like this. The reason is because, you know, I usually use it at this step. So it also comes in a sort of mascara wand, and I just basically do this. So because of that, it has become brown over the months. So you can actually use this if you just want to set your eyebrows as well. So that's a little bit more expensive alternative, but I actually really like this particular one. So what I'll do is that I'll take some product out, and then with the mascara one, I'll just kind of like run it through, but I'm only running it through part A, which is not this part, just the first part, just to kind of blend it and make it look more natural. And what I like about this is that if you realize, like this area here, when I put this, it will be a lot less harsher. So let's go, Baba, let's go. Woo. Like so, and I just turn it around the other way, and I do the other side. So yeah, that's how it looks like. Giving you a close-up of the left brow and the right brow. Yeah, do you like it? Do you like it? I can actually do the Cadbury thingy, but with a lot of effort. So anyway, yeah, so that pretty much completes my brow look. I know that a lot of YouTube gurus, they actually do a lot more steps, like putting concealer here, concealer there. Like, to me, I don't actually need to do it. I've actually tried that technique before, but it really didn't make a difference. In fact, it started looking a little bit weird to me, a little bit too unnatural, you know what I mean? So to me, this is actually pretty good to go. This is like my perfect brows at the moment, and I really like this technique. So, and also I think if you go for threading and if you actually tweeze your eyebrows properly, you don't actually need to put any concealer, because with just shaping it with your pencil and everything, it will make it look pretty, you know, proper, and you don't actually need to do any more coverage of the concealer here and here as well, unless you want to kind of highlight it and make it a little bit more obvious. Then you can put a little bit of highlighter here, but not on the top, just around here you can actually put some highlighter. So sorry I keep looking there, because I'm just trying to make sure that I get myself in frame. So yeah, that's the end of my eyebrow tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave it as a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and please like this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.